Okay, guys, we should be live now. If you can put a 1 into the chat, just so that I know that you can hear me and you can see the screen. Okay, if you can hear me and you can see the screen, please put a 1 in the chat. Oh, great, thanks. Got a panic there for a second. All right, we're good to go. Okay, so I want to try and get this as interactive as possible as well, because usually my webinars is just a sort of one-way flow of information. I would like to be able to get your questions, get your feedback, get you involved in this series that we're going to go through now. I've mentioned before in the WhatsApp group that this is the core session for everything else going forward, and you will see why by the end of this session. Okay, so it's very, very important that if you can't stay to the end, then at least watch the replay and the resources that come with the replay, because I will create the key takeaways and I will create the actionable checklists, etc. And you're going to see everything in action the way I've set it up. And just for your information, there's nothing to buy here today. I'm not upselling anything today. Absolutely nothing. I'm giving you a system that I use to stay ahead of a lot of things that's happening in internet marketing. Okay, because it's moving so fast, especially with the AI stuff. It's moving really, really fast, and it's hard to keep up. Now, when you see this in action, you might be thinking to yourself, well, it doesn't look anything special, but wait until I show you what we can do with it. Okay, because I'm not just going to show you what it looks like, I'm going to show you what we can do with it as well. It's really important. Once you grasp that, then you've got the insights in a system that you can go and tap into anytime. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so making money online in 2025. That's what we all here for. We want to make money online, whether you've got a business, you're an affiliate marketer, a product creator, whatever you're doing, you're here to make money. Okay, and like every other year, it depends on generating traffic. Okay, without traffic, we are not going to make money. Okay, you've got to get traffic to your offers, and everything you see in the next 13, 14, 15, I don't even know how many systems are going to be. I've got 13 mapped out right now. Everything you see is all geared towards building your own traffic source. Okay, it's all geared towards building your own traffic source. That is including email list building, probably SMS list building if I can find the right tool that I need for that, and also for push marketing and some other ways that we can do it as well, Facebook, Messenger, etc. There's lots of options, but the main one is going to be for email marketing. That is your own audience, okay? And that is your traffic, and you can use that traffic for boosting your content everywhere else, for making sales, for promoting other people's offers. That is something that nobody can really take away from you, while all the crazy stuff is going on with algorithms for search engine optimization and changes within ad platforms, and even social media is moving very, very fast. Okay, so SEO, for example, is never going to be the same again. It's changed forever. Recent algorithm changes in the past couple of years have changed for a lot of people who are making very, very, I've seen a lady called Niche Site Lady. I'll show you some information about her a little bit later. She was making something at $70,000 per month from niche sites. Okay, not joking, $70,000 per month. When the Google algorithm started to hit the niche sites, she lost all of that. Okay, but she bounced back. And she's, I think, up to about probably the same level, if not just a little bit less, just from doing Facebook traffic to her existing niche sites. She pivoted, like many people had to pivot. There's a lot of search engine optimization people looking for alternative traffic methods. And these traffic methods could include things like Google Discover. You see that a lot on Twitter and being mentioned. Pinterest traffic is exploding for a lot of these people. and Facebook arbitrage, like the niche site lady is doing. And she's got a really good newsletter as well. And she keeps up to date with a lot of that kind of stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that we need to be keeping up to date with. Okay. What is happening? What are the changes? What's working now? And if you're not aware of it, probably you're going to pick up a product on the Warrior Plus in about 6 months' time, being presented as a world's first exposure to that particular strategy that they saw themselves on social media. Okay. I see a lot of this a lot of times. I see these products being listed. I think, oh no, not another parasite SEO product. It's like, this is a brand new way to get traffic from Google. But we've been doing that stuff for years. It's not new. There might be some nuances to the way we can do it. There might be some different websites now that can rank better than others, but it's minimal changes. That stuff has always worked. Okay. That has always worked really, really well. We used to do it differently. We used to use it for backlinking, mass backlinking just a few years ago. But parasite SEO has always been there. But you see these people popping up with the products, and they're presenting it as the world's first exposure to this great system. And it's just sales page hype. If you tap into this system, you will see all that stuff coming up anyway. You will see a lot of nuances for that kind of stuff popping up. And you're always in the loop. And the best part of this is that even if you step away from it, you can come back to it anytime, and you can step back in as if you never missed anything. Okay. And that's really important, because you can catch up on any topic in seconds or in minutes if you're going to sort of scan the headlines and read it. Okay. So even video traffic now, it's changing for the way that people are doing videos, for the way that people are consuming video content. It used to be really polished, edited videos. Now, nice, authentic videos, people making mistakes and stumbling on their words because they've got the camera on their face. They just come across as more authentic. That is starting to come to the fore now. Plus, you've got all these different variations of AI videos as well. And so video is changing. Everything is changing so fast, especially the AI stuff, the search engine optimization stuff. We need to keep up. If you want to make money online, you need to keep up. And you will spot things, opportunities. You will spot things, how other people are doing things. You will spot things, how other people are building their audiences. And you will spot things, how people are making money. There are case studies. There are new methods. What's working now? All of that is in this system, okay? And you're going to see all of that. Okay. So when it's done correctly, you can keep up with all the latest methods. You can discover new case studies with real results. You can learn what's working now, find out about new tools and services early. This is really important one as well, because if you're doing affiliate marketing, you can spot affiliate offers or potential affiliate offers that you can promote before anybody else. And if you get first mover advantage with things like affiliate mini sites, you can make a lot of money. Really can make a lot of money. The only thing we need to do is to systemize that part, which we have done. You will see in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. Done for your WordPress template, etc. Everything is really easy just to put together and just to put content together and make your site indexable. Okay, all that kind of stuff is available from a system like this. Okay, so this system is going to help you to ideally make your money, but also build your own traffic source. Everything comes back to that. It's building your own traffic source so that you can be not reliant on other platforms or other algorithm changes or anything like that. If you've got your own traffic source, you can make money. If you've got an email list, you can make money. Okay. And it's really important. Okay. So what we're going to do is go into the social listening system. And just as a bit of a background, as you can see here, I've been in marketing for years and years, since 2008, when I first started to do internet marketing. I was doing it for business at that time. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I still managed to get my website, my business website, ranking for really high traffic keywords. At one point, we were making $4,000 per month on AdSense just from the traffic that site was getting. And I knew nothing about SEO, but I still managed to go out and rank for really competitive keywords with high volume. And there's been a lot of changes over the years, but nothing like what we're seeing today. Absolutely nothing, not even close. From the SEO to the AI stuff, it's all changing very, very quickly. Okay. And, you know, I've been struggling over the years, and this is true, like many people, to keep up with all the information, all the changes. There's been an overwhelming flood of updates, trends, and opportunities. But through trial and error and breakthroughs, I discovered a better way. Okay. And by the end of this webinar, my goal is for you to adapt to one powerful belief, and that is that social listening is the simplest and most effective way to stay ahead, to save time, spot opportunities before your competition, and ultimately make money and build your audience. Okay. So my story with this stuff is basically, for years, I was getting overwhelmed, probably like many of you have, maybe even still been getting overwhelmed. There's too much information coming into my inbox. There's too many changes with SEO, with AI tools, new product launches, giveaways. I wasted hours, literally wasted hours researching stuff, spending time on information that I purchased that was not getting me anywhere. And then eventually creating my own systems and creating my own products. One day, one of my customers asked me how I always seem to find the latest sort of trends for the stuff that we were producing. This is back in 2014. We were the very first ones to create a CTR SEO tool. That's a search and click SEO tool. It was called Search and Click Commando, funny enough. Okay. And basically, what it did was it would go to the search results, it would click on your result, it would go to your website or go to your YouTube video, spend time watching your video or on your website, and your rankings would go up if you did that enough times. So it didn't even take that many times, maybe 20, 30, 40 sort of search engine searches. Click on the result with different keywords, you start to rank for those keywords. And it was like a big breakthrough at that time. That came from a guy called Rand Fishkin. You've probably heard of him. He's quite well-known SEO guy. I spotted him on Twitter talking about it. He was basically saying to his audience on Twitter, can you do me a favor? Can you search for this keyword and click on my result? Because I want to do a test to see if this moves my web page up in the search engines. And it did. Within about 3-4 weeks after that, we had the very first tool ever built for what people are calling now CTR manipulation. It's basically search and click. Okay, it's evolved a lot since then, but that kind of stuff is what we were doing back then with the social listening system. That was an opportunity that was spotted from having some kind of social listening system. So I kind of realized, you know, this isn't magic. This could be turned into a system. Okay, and with a little bit of refinement, I built this social listening system, and it's evolved over the years as well. It used to have many different tools, and now I've simplified it just by, you know, trial and error. Okay. And the system is split between 4 main sources to keep me up to date on anything. We've got Twitter, or X as it's now called. Okay. YouTube videos, and keep an eye out for YouTube community posts as well. You can learn a lot from that, which I'll talk about a little bit later when we get into YouTube. Newsletters. They're exploding. Everybody seems to have a newsletter right now. There's some great ones, give you great information that can keep you up to date with news, especially if you're into SEO stuff. And then websites and blogs, etc. Okay, and those can be something just basic like Search Engine Land. They do great content, producing it every single day. And the stuff that they're doing is up-to-date information that you can pick up just from a headline, what's going on, just by scanning headlines like that. So it's good even if you don't have time to read it, which I never do. I just scan and I can see, and I can pick out and cherry pick the things that I'm interested in, and I can save it into another sort of collection, if you like, where I'll go back to that later, and I will start to dig in and maybe watch a YouTube video, or maybe now that we got TubeWizard, I don't even need to watch the videos. We can just get all the key insights and the actionable steps in, you know, a few seconds. Okay, so the old way of doing this when I first started to do this was basically getting my information from products and courses. Okay, they're not always reliable, and back then it was especially the case, even more so than now. Okay, because if you're relying on other people's products and courses to tell you what is working from people who are what I call churn and burn affiliates, they do a launch on someone like JVZ or Warrior Plus, they email their email list every single day, they burn their email list, then they have to go and do another product to refresh the list. That's churn and burn. Okay, they're just looking for information that they can put together and make a nice sales copy to get you excited about it and buy it. But this stuff is already turned up with the social listening system. If you've been watching, if you've been watching it for just a couple of weeks or even a month, you will start to see things coming through. Okay, so all that kind of stuff I was doing at the very beginning when I started my internet marketing journey. When I started to try and put it into a system, I was jumping around different platforms. I'd be inside YouTube, I'd be inside Twitter, I'd be inside LinkedIn, I would be inside somewhere else. And, Warrior Forum and even Black Hat World Forum, spending a lot of time. Nobody's got time to do that. Okay, what you want to be doing is to understand what's happening and to have a half decent assistant. You will hear me say that a lot, because it's not hard to do, but they just need to understand what the tasks are. And if you've got a half decent assistant, they can put things together for you as long as you know how to put them together yourself. Okay. And the new way now is it's faster. Everything is scannable. We can see things in seconds. Okay. We can discover methods before other people even make products about them. Often what you will see here is backed by case studies, results, and proof. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, and plus you can identify your own sources so that you can hone in to those sources or those topics or subtopics that you're interested in. Okay, and it's also very easy to share, to curate. If you've got Viral Content Pilot, you can turn any of that content into a lead magnet. Okay, and also you can use that to build your own audience because you've got that technology to be able to do that. Okay, very simple technology, but really effective. Okay, so no jumping around platforms. Okay, so we're going to go into Twitter first. This is where I started really getting into this stuff, and this is where I've had most of my sort of successes with the information I've got from there to turn it into profits. Okay, to turn it into a lot of money. I'm talking, hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I'm a product creator with a fairly reasonable size email list and able to sell stuff just by having that traffic source. Okay, so Twitter has given me a lot of ideas for new products over the years. It's probably into 7 figures by now, how much money I've made just from Twitter, just from watching this. So I'm going to show you how to make a Twitter list. I keep calling it Twitter. Some of you might call it X. My apologies. I'm just kind of old school. I got used to calling it Twitter. I've been in there since 2014 or 2010 or something. I can't even remember. So I'm going to show you how to make a list, how to access my list. I've got one list that I've made specially for you over the past sort of month or so since I decided I was going to do this. Okay. How to save future tweets and posts on autopilot for just $3 per month with another tool. Okay, so if you identify top creators that you never want to miss anything, then if you take a membership with this app that I'm going to show you, it will save everything they do into PDFs for you. Okay, it will save it onto your Google Drive. You'll never miss anything again. Okay, and that makes it searchable as well. Okay, and also how to identify the right profiles to follow. Now, as I go in here, here's what to look out for. This is where you're going to find the best newsletter creators in the marketing space. They're all on Twitter. Many of them are in LinkedIn as well. I don't really go into LinkedIn that much. I don't understand that platform. Twitter is nice and simple for me to use. Okay, you will find the best creators for newsletters all on Twitter. They're just there. Okay, that's where they get a lot of their traffic from. They drive huge amounts of traffic from Twitter, massive amounts. It's not to do with SEO. It's not to do with backlinks. It's about engagement. Okay, it's about the way that they grow their email lists from giving stuff away by sharing good information And that is their motivation, is to build their audience. So they're sharing stuff that you would probably end up buying in Warrior Plus in 6 months' time. They're sharing it here for free so that they can get you in the top of their funnel, where you're coming in from a free offer and they're going to take you through a funnel. And it's not just a funnel that you go to an upsell, then another upsell. Their funnels are long-term. Their funnels are newsletters. Their funnels are autoresponder systems. Their funnels are more engagement on social media. Okay, they're there for the long term, and for the most part, the very, very best ones are really interesting to watch how they're doing. Okay, so you will, once you start to identify them, have a look and identify what they are doing. Are they building an audience? What is their funnels like? What is their communication like after you have signed up to the email list? It's educational, and it's fun as well to be able to watch it and to understand it. Okay, so let's take a look at my setup, and I'm going to start here with this Twitter list. Okay, I'm going to give you access to this Twitter list. I think I've got something like, oh, here we go, got 338 members. I will keep adding to that. Okay, I'm going to give you access to this. Let me just see if there's any sort of fresher posts here, and you will see some stuff that is not related. You will always get some people that kind of wander off from marketing stuff, but I'll go and clean it out every now and again. And what I'll do is I'm going to give you this link inside the chat box. Okay, if you are logged into x.com or twitter.com, then you can click on that and you can follow this marketing list. And I will keep adding more in here as well. Okay, I've got other lists that are more sort of subtopic, but right now I'm going to give you this one to start with because it's got a wide range of marketers. Okay, let's put this in here. Okay, so there's 330 marketers in there. When we scroll down here, you can see people are talking about various things. This guy's about how to start a marketing agency. Okay, this is kind of stuff you will find being sold on Warrior Plus. Okay, usually about $12.95 while they're trying to build an email list. And come down a little bit more. See what else we got. Now, I haven't looked in here previously tonight. Tonight is nighttime, my time here. So I'm just looking for opportunities here, or just looking for stuff that is shareable content. Okay, this one is talking about SEO mistakes. And you can click through, and a lot of the times as well, what you will find is people have got giveaways. They're giving stuff away. If I go into my home tab over here and start to scroll down, you will see things like this guy here. Okay, like and comment free, and I'll DM you my course. Okay, 3-hour masterclass, how to turn any skill into an irresistible offer, acquire free traffic, convert traffic that into a 10K a month business. Okay, he's probably got proof to back that up as well. A lot of them do. They share this stuff for free because what they're doing is building an audience. Their whole goal is building an audience that they monetize. Okay, come down a little bit more, and it's full of this kind of stuff all the time. He's a YouTube strategy guy. Okay, YouTube formula. Let's see what else we got in here. Channel views. Faceless YouTube channel, $613 in 1 day. So that's about faceless YouTube channels. This guy's talking about 21,000 followers, how to get them, all that kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that if you're just sort of glancing at and just scanning until you find something that looks interesting, then what you can do is you can reply to them. And you will see I do that quite often. I will go in here and you will see that I've got quite a few of them building up where I've got YouTube video scripts. I've got all different kinds of things in here. Okay. And they're basically sharing that content so they can build that list. Okay. So once you start to follow these people, okay. So for example, if I want to follow this local SEO guy, all I need to do is click on these 3 dots. Okay. And I can say add, remove from a Twitter list, okay, or an X list. Come down to marketing, add them there, save. And you can do that, you know, just a few minutes every single day if you're consistent with it, and keep adding and building your own audiences. Okay, this guy here, SEO for SaaS. That's interesting. Oh. And you can see what other lists are on as well to get more ideas. Oh, I've already got them on the list. That's why I can do it. Okay, let's come back to another one. Let's do one more here. Ian. He's very good, actually, Ian. I hope I've got him on this list. If I haven't, he should be there. Okay, there we go. Now, guys like Ian are very good for newsletter stuff as well. This is what I was talking about. You can see he's got his newsletter here on Beehive. He's got some great tools as well. Site Stats Database. He's got a platform that goes through all of the Mediavine monetized websites, and he updates it. It's got thousands, tens of thousands of websites. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's updating it every single month, and you'll be able to see the changes of what's actually working now. All this stuff is really fascinating for me. It's fun stuff as well. And you get creators like that, they're really worth following. Now, if I want to follow him long term, what I can do is I can take his information here. Okay. I'm going to copy that. And then I can go over into, where's the thread reader? Just come down to the resources here. I'll get thread reader. I'm going to open that up. And we can put this in here. Just put in his username. Okay. And here we can just simply click on subscribe. I need to log in. Hold on a second. Once I subscribe, then I'm able to save every Twitter thread, which is like more than one post. So he comments on his original thread multiple times so that he's got what we call a Twitter thread. Okay. You can see I've already got them here, but we can save everything automatically to PDF. So you never miss anything with the most important creators, the ones that have got the most interesting stuff. Okay. And that goes directly into your Google Drive. And plus, you can just click on their information and you can see all the previous threads, etc., that they were doing. This is fascinating for me because there's a lot of really good content in here, a lot of good, interesting stuff, and it's all scannable. You don't have to read every single word, okay? What you can do is just scan it, get ideas, save that information somewhere, or take some notes, okay? And that allows you to go and do that very quickly, very easy, okay? Now, all of this stuff, this guy here is good as well, niche site guy. Let's just add him to that list as well. I'll add him here. And you'll notice I've got these Twitter lists for video, for YouTube, social media strategy, for growth, for e-com, for marketing, growth hacking, etc., etc. Okay, and we had a politics site that we were building out that I just kind of dumped as well. We were gathering some political sort of voices as well. That one didn't really take off. That was a bad site. It didn't take off. But you can see the possibilities for niches as well, and what's actually working. There's a lot of people here talking about the AI stuff, some really good people. You got the people talking about AI stuff with the changes coming up, with new stuff that's coming out every single day, every single week. Then you got the other people talking about AI stuff that is about strategy, that's about methodology, that's about making money, that's about doing stuff that you can implement or get a virtual assistant to implement. A huge amount of information just following these people. Okay, now let's come back over to our doc over here and let's go and take a look at YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fresh account. You can see, not that one. Let's see if I can get my fresh Twitter account. Here we go. So you can see I've got a fresh Twitter account. I've got my assistant to set this up. Okay, and all we need to do with this is to feed the algorithm. Okay, when we feed the algorithm, it's going to give us suggestions from YouTube according to the searches and the views and stuff that we're interested in. Okay, it finds out what you're interested in by what you're watching and what you're searching for. So we're going to start with some basic searches. Okay, but before we go there, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Because if I go over into, I'll come to this one first, into Feedly, you will see something like this, okay? And you can see these different videos from all these different people. If I go over to all here, that's going to give me all the different videos from all these different sources, okay? How to scrape free leads. 3 years of content creation in 15 minutes. Do you think somebody can make a product and sell it on Warrior Plus for $12.95 and get 200-300 email subscribers, buyers, and then become an affiliate marketer? That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to make money online. This stuff is really simple, okay? Federal review, that's something that's coming out. How small channels can blow up. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in here, okay? And it's just about finding the right sources to follow. And the way that we find the right sources to follow is to put some searches in a brand new YouTube account, okay? So that brand new YouTube account, I'm not using it for posting videos. I'm not using it for anything else but for social listening. So what I've done, actually, let me just pop back over here before I start to do this. What I've done is I've already set up a bunch of search terms, okay? And I've made a list of topic search terms. So I've got topics, AI, SEO, custom GPT, YouTube, okay? That's going to be YouTube marketing, traffic generation, case study, and we can add more to that as well, okay? There's a whole bunch, whatever you're interested in, this will work. Okay, so I've got two screens here. I'm just going to use my other screen to do some copy paste stuff. And all we need to do is to feed the algorithm so that it's going to start to show you videos about stuff that you're interested in. And when you see stuff that you're interested in, then we're going to save them to a playlist, okay? And when you save them to a playlist, you can have an assistant go and add the feeds into FeedSpot, into Feedly, or any other ones, okay? So done that search. I'll take another search. I'll just copy and paste. And this is the kind of stuff I would get my assistant to do, okay? I'm just doing this for a demo. So AI generative SEO, how to rank, how to get found from the AI search results. Put another one. And all we're doing is feeding the algorithm. The more we do this, the more we're going to get recommended topics, videos about that topic, I should say. Okay, AI SEO ranking. So that's my SEO stuff for 2025. Focus on the AI part of it. Okay, so let's see what else we can do. I'll get into the AI stuff. Custom GPT backlinks. Okay, there's lots and lots of content about how to use custom GPTs to generate backlinks. Okay, why? Because people share them. And when people share them, some people backlink to them. Then we'll take SEO custom GPT, take another one, and just feed the algorithm. This just takes a few minutes. If you already got your keywords written out, then we feed that algorithm. Okay, now I don't know if it's too early. If I go to the home tab here, try and refresh it. Okay, not yet. Okay, I'll keep doing some more searches. Okay, so YouTube SEO 2025. Okay, I'll put that in there. I'll just do a few more. It will start to populate if I start to watch some of these videos as well that I'm being shown in the search results. Okay, I'll take a few more. List building with YouTube, audience building, list building, the variations of it, and just basically feed that algorithm. And hopefully, very, very soon, you're going to start to see this being populated with content that is about that. Let's go and see if we can watch maybe a couple of these for about 2 seconds or 3 seconds each, because it will register as a watch. Okay. Okay, just I've got my volume switched off here. Okay, start to watch. Should start to populate after this. If not, it'll definitely be there by tomorrow. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so now you see we're starting to get some of these people. Okay, we're getting this lady I just watched about 2 seconds of her video, and so the feed starts to populate for us. Okay, and the more you do that, the more the algorithm will start to sculpt that feed into your interest. You can do this in any niche whatsoever. Once you've done that, what we can do is we can click either on the picture here, and we can grab the channel URL. And if you are using, what was it, that one we found yesterday, it's called Feeder. Feeder is free. You can use Feeder. Okay. What we can do in Feeder is we can add a feed, and you can come down to where it says social media, choose YouTube, take the channel URL, put it in there, click on search. It's going to find her, and you can see I'm already following her, but you would just click on follow there. Okay. When you click on follow, it's going to ask you to save it to a category. So you're going to have some categories set up first. Okay. Once you set up your categories, what I do is I just have one main category called social listening. And from there, I can basically sort of put them in different subtopics afterwards. Once I start to see more and more of the content, I can put that into other subtopics. And this is where you can step in and out anytime. Okay, let me just come back over to Feedly to make that make sense. Okay, if I'm in Feedly and I click on all over here. Okay, let me just see. We go over to the search. Now, if I go and type in here, say for example, Pinterest. You can see niche site lady here. Okay, what are Pinterest clusters is really interesting stuff. Okay, so all that stuff you can catch up on in a second. So even if you stepped away for a few weeks and you come back and you want to know what's going on with Pinterest for traffic, that's how quick and easy it is just to be able to step in and step out anytime that you want. So even if you let it lapse, it doesn't matter. You can step in and find out what's been happening over the past few weeks in literally no time. Scan it. Okay, you don't have to watch everything, you don't have to read everything, but if you got some content that looks interesting, like this one, I want to know what that is, then when we open that up, that will take us to where we can get the information. Okay, very quick, very easy. Same if you're doing it with videos as well. Okay, how to monetize. And I just need to open this up in YouTube. And when I open it in YouTube, then we can use either the Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension or the TubeWizard one. I think I've not got the latest version of TubeWizard in here, but if I got TubeWizard, I'm going to be able to get actionable steps as well as just, you know, a paragraph summary and 10 key takeaways. With the TubeWizard, I can get the actual actionable steps. So I don't need to watch that video. Okay. I used to do cycling every morning. I mentioned that in the WhatsApp group. And there was a Chrome extension I had that was generating huge amounts of traffic, and it was getting me huge amounts of email subscribers. Every single day, I was getting hundreds of people subscribing from a simple Chrome extension. Okay. It was called YouTube SEO Checklist. And I had to make a new version of it because it was getting kind of out of date. And what I did is I created a YouTube playlist just for listening to videos about YouTube SEO. And I would go cycling every day for a couple of hours, and I would listen to maybe 30, 40 videos at 1.75 speed or something. And when I come back, I had to go and find the ones that was interesting. And then I would have to hope that they've got some timestamps in the description. Okay, it was a hell of a process to try and do that so that I can make the next version of the YouTube SEO checklist. Okay, and you know, that took hours and hours and hours of listening to be able to get those notes that I wanted, because I would have to listen to the videos a second time as well and go through the transcripts. Now with the AI stuff, when we got TubeWizard, I don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to do that anymore. You can knock out those in just a few seconds. You can even knock out checklists as well. If you got Lead Blaster, you can knock out those checklists in seconds just by putting in a video URL. But for the TubeWizard stuff, if I just want the actionable steps, if somebody's got a case study or somebody's got a new method, or somebody's teaching something that I want to learn about, maybe I want to learn about how to do Facebook lead ads, which is something I'm going to start doing and I need to learn, then I can go and find those videos and I can get that information really quick. And also when I'm in my feed readers, then I can just do a simple search for Facebook lead ads and see what comes up, okay? As long as I've got those sources identified that talk about that kind of stuff, or create content, I should say, about that kind of stuff, okay? So once everything is in here and it starts to build up, close that off, and you just go and check it. You know, every morning when I wake up, I go and have a coffee, I just check all this on my telephone, okay? I see what's there, and this will give me information and maybe give me ideas of better ways to do stuff, okay? Or things that I need to dig into. Very quick and very easy. And this is where we can get a lot of information, new products, new offers to promote, new stuff to try. And Twitter, you get a lot of stuff being given away. You can see what they're doing as far as their marketing. Plus, they've got interesting stuff they're giving away if you want to go through it as well. And it's always, always, always happening like that. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to share this with you. Okay. And next week, what we're going to do is we're going to do some strategy stuff, go through some strategy stuff using Viral Content Pilot. Okay. How we can use it. There's different ways that we can use it. The more I think about it, the more I want to get it on some form of content like video or email, etc. So I want to do on Thursday a session on using Viral Content Pilot, okay, because there's so much we can do with that. It gives us so many opportunities because we don't need landing pages, and all we need is to share a link, and if it's interesting enough, then people are going to give you the email address. Now when you see these people, what they're asking people to do, they're asking them to follow them on Twitter to get something for free, okay? They're asking them to like and to comment on their Twitter post, but you've got to be subscribed to them for them to be able to send you that direct message, okay? Now imagine you were doing that, okay? Even if you've not got an audience, so I would go through that in one of the sessions, but I can tell you quickly an easy and quick way to do it. You can run Twitter ads, okay? And you can have an offer like a lead magnet being posted to people who are interested. You can even target Twitter lists, and there's huge amounts of Twitter lists that you can even search for that's about marketing or AI marketing or whatever it might be. And what they're doing, they're saying like they've got a strong hook that's obviously been generated by AI, and they're basically saying, I will give you this that was responsible for 20,000 Twitter followers in the last 6 weeks. But you have to like my post, you have to comment, and it tells them a word to comment, and you've got to be following them. Now imagine you've got a Viral Content Pilot link there when you're sending them to that thank you page or to that access page or to that download page. Then you're collecting the email address as well. This is really powerful stuff. Really, really powerful stuff. As simple as that tool is, it is really, really powerful. And if we use it in platforms where we know that we can get traffic, okay, and we know how to get traffic, then it makes it really super simple. This is that simple stuff, guys. This is how we can build an audience and we can monetize, okay? Once you build an audience, you want to build a know, like, and trust. You want to give them good information. You can take snippets from some of the stuff that I'm showing here. I don't mean my voice and my videos, but you can break it down into bite-sized chunks to put into an autoresponder sequence or put it into a newsletter, share it with people about how you can set this up, share some resources, etc., and get people following you, okay? If you're not sure what to share, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can do, okay? From the YouTube videos to the Twitter stuff. And that's basically the main things that I'm doing, Twitter and YouTube. And it's responsible for making a lot of money, for building a large audience over time, okay? And it's not hard to do. Very simple stuff. All right, let's see if we get any questions. Find my correct. Where did I put that? Okay, I'm going to have to do it from here. I can't find my information here. I should have two of these. Oh, there we go. I think. There we go. Find it. I've got about 7 or 8 different windows open here by accident. I just keep opening stuff and I'm talking. All right. Yeah, Amy, new AIs every week. There's huge amounts. You will find a lot of directories being posted in here, and the people who run those AI tool directories are posting the latest tools that's been submitted to their directories. Even places like Product Hunt and stuff like that as well. They all got Twitter accounts. They're all sharing. Okay. I've just noticed I've got a typo on my name. Put a typo in my name for StreamYard. Okay, Jerry, when you choose to follow any of these, are you choosing someone by number of subs? No, by the content. By the content. I don't care about the number of subs, and especially with YouTube as well. There's a lot of people that don't know or not even interested in growing large amounts of subscribers on YouTube. There's people like me who use YouTube mainly for tutorials and stuff for their own audience. I've got over 2,000 videos on YouTube, but you can only find about 240 that are public. Okay, there's well over, probably approaching 3,000 by now. There's a lot of people using YouTube like that. So I don't worry about the size of the audiences, but if you want to follow or identify people worth following, then what you can do is you can find, let's see if I can find Ian again, for example. Yeah, this guy. Okay, if I find Ian, when you're in here, you can see who he's following. You can see he's only following 147 people. If you click through on that, then you know these people are going to be worth following. So I can click on this one. It looks interesting. This one's a niche one, niche sites. Marie Haynes, she's very good as well. She's got a very good newsletter. Barry Schwartz, no, he's boring. Some of these guys, Miles Becker, very good. And Nat here, she's very good. I'm just making sure I've got them on that list so that you can see these. John Rush. Okay, so what you can do then is just go through, the people who have got the most interesting stuff. Cal Roof here as well. A lot of the names that you probably have heard of, maybe on YouTube, etc. They're all on here, all of them. Marketing on Twitter, the marketing community on Twitter is very vibrant. Okay, so I'm just following all of these and then simply add remove from a list, put him onto my marketing list, and he's there. So you guys can see whenever he's posting. John Rush, very good for product creation stuff. If you're into creating products, definitely worth keeping an eye on this guy. Okay, shares a lot of good information, not necessarily giveaway stuff, but that's good because what he's sharing is his case studies, how he's making money, tens of thousands of dollars every month, etc. It's all really interesting stuff. Natia does a lot of strategy stuff. I'll show you some of her stuff in a second. Just make sure I've got her into this list. Okay, I'll show you. I'll come back to Natia in a second. and because she is quite interesting. Okay, I'm going to skip this guy because I don't know him. Marie, very good. And when you see them within the Twitter list, click through on some of them. If they got newsletters, follow the newsletters, and you can take the RSS feeds. And if you want to get an you can, if you want to get an RSS feed for a newsletter, but they don't provide it, what you can do is you can go to a website called rss.app. Okay, rss.app, and you can put in the URL for the page that you sign up for the newsletter, and it will go and sign up for you and bring it into the RSS feed for you. Let's see what's happening here. They actually create an RSS feed. If I go to my newsletters over here, that's not mine. Oh, that's general newsletters. I want to get my feeds, not somebody else's feeds. You see this guy, Eric Thaney, is very good. Marie Haynes. Okay, let's go and have a look at what she's been posting. Okay, new SEP features. See what else is here. I don't know why I've only got 2 from her. Usually she will give you good updates on what's happening with the Google algorithm. She's very, very good at that kind of stuff. Okay, and you can just basically get the URL where you sign up for her newsletter. And if it doesn't let you add it into any other feed, go to rss.app. It will create an RSS feed for you. It will create it for you. And then you just add it in here. I'm sure they've got a free version. Otherwise, it costs like $20 a month, which is kind of expensive for an RSS reader. But in some sense, it might be worth it for some people. Let me just make sure I've got her added in here as well. Okay, let's go to marketing. Yeah. I wonder if I've got 2 main Twitter accounts. I've got one that I actually use a lot more than this, personal one. And I've got a lot of marketing lists in there. I think I've been building out most of my lists from there. Let's have a look at this lady, Natia. She says she shares really good stuff. Okay. See, we've got some strategy stuff. Okay, if you want to get precise keyword suggestions for your startup without paying thousands of dollars for Ahrefs and SEMrush, go to ads.google.com, click on AI-powered ad solutions, add your website URL, get keywords, headlines, etc. And she gives basically this kind of little short snippet tips all day long. She's just posting stuff like this. I don't know where she's getting it all from, but it's really good stuff, really, really interesting stuff. It's fun to sort of keep in touch with it. And she's consistent as well. Okay, always got really interesting stuff, always very, very consistent. And when you look at who she's following, that's going to give you some more interesting people as well. Okay, she's following too many here, 500. But again, you're going to find some good people. You don't have to follow them all. You don't want to follow them all. You want to cherry pick them. Okay, because we're doing most of our work from the Twitter list. We're not doing the work from the home feeds, etc. If you're in the home feed, you can lose a lot of time in there. It can suck your time up. You don't want to do that. You want it on the Twitter list. Okay, this guy as well. Sharing some information. Let's just see if we've got something more interesting. Justin Welsh is pretty good. It's quite well known. Pinterest's most important ranking signal is saves. Okay, I didn't know that. This kind of information pops up all the time. You're picking up little snippets of information all the time as well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to share the doc with you. Yeah, hold on. Just make sure I've got it shareable. Okay, now keep an eye on the stuff. Don't forget that you got it. This is a marketing education. Okay, if you're buying products, courses, etc., on places like Warrior Plus, you can find all that stuff here free. Okay, there's very, very few people that are doing unique stuff. Okay, very, very few. You will find them here. Okay, a lot of them on here are sharing information that's going to turn up in Warrior Plus in some form in a few weeks or a few months. Okay, but you can find it all here first. Twitter is really good for that. YouTube is very good for that, but you want to be able to just scan through the content. If you find interesting YouTube videos, use TubeWizard, get the actionable steps. Read the actionable steps. At least read the actionable steps when you're doing that. If you just save it, you will forget that you got it. So read the actionable steps, because you always pick up something when you do it. It takes 30 seconds to go through actionable steps. Okay. With the Twitter stuff, you're scanning. Everybody's using hooks. They're not using headlines. They're using hooks. So you can see which ones are interesting. And you can just build out this list of really interesting marketers that you can follow. Okay. And you're always going to be up to date with the newest stuff that's happening, all the latest marketing news. Okay. All the new stuff coming out, all the latest AI tools. It's all in there in Twitter. Okay. And YouTube is more, let me come back over to YouTube. In fact, I better not leave there just yet. Just come back over into YouTube and see if that feed is populated yet. Let's go to the home. There we go. It's starting to populate now. And basically you can just save to a playlist anything that looks interesting. Okay. I don't care how many views it's got. If it looks interesting, I don't even need to listen to the guy on the video or the lady on the video. I just need to save it and get my assistant to put stuff through with the TubeWizard. Okay, so what we can do, say this guy here, I want to save to a playlist, to tell my assistant to click on the video, find his channel URL, put it inside Feedly. I use Feedly and I pay, I think, about $9 a month or something like that, because it gives me a lot more feeds and I can just add the channel URL. So if I want to do that, I can click here, save to a playlist. Okay. And I'll click on a new playlist and I'm going to call this one Social Listening. And I can make it unlisted in case I want to share it with somebody later. And so just add it in there. We've got another one here. Save it to Social Listening. That's done. And the more you do this as well, the more you're going to start to see videos from these creators pop up as well. And some of them have got really interesting content. This guy making 2.4 million a year from 6 YouTube channels. He's sharing information that'll probably turn up in Warrior Plus from someone who wants to get you on their email list. Okay, so I'll click on Save to Playlist. Again, put that one there. The more you do this, it does affect the algorithm as well for what they show you. This guy's kind of interest, Gareth Lamb. Save him as well. Okay, that's all you need to do. You don't have to spend a huge amount of time doing it. You can come back and forward with it. It's something that's, you know, it's not designed to suck up a whole bunch of your time. But everything that we do from this point forward, if we're going to do, for example, on Thursday about the viral content pilot links, then we know where we can get content that we can turn into lead magnets. Okay, we can even use the same headlines that we can share in groups, or you can share anywhere. Okay, and then on Sunday we're going to do mini sites. I'm going to walk you through mini sites. I'm going to show you my template. Okay, and how we can build them out easily in the kind of structure that we need to use that we can use going into 2025, okay, or just starting 2025 now. The stuff that actually still works, the reliable things that actually still work, as far as the search engine optimization stuff. But that is not the only way to get traffic. Okay, so we'll cover more traffic methods as we go, but we're building the base from the beginning. And so if you want to get content for your mini sites, then this is where you're getting it from. If you want to get ideas for different niches or different subtopics, this is where you're getting it from. If you want to get new methods, this is where you're getting it from. If you want to find new tools to promote, or you're looking for ideas for products that you can generate a product quickly with AI just from some of the stuff you find here, you can put it onto Warrior Plus JVZoo. If you can find affiliates, then you know it's just becomes easy to make money. Okay, it becomes easy to build a buyer's email list, and you can promote other people's stuff. It's really easy to do. We'll cover some of the product creation stuff a little bit later, but that's going to be a few weeks down the line, because I need to take you step by step. Okay, and after next Sunday, the week after that, we're going to do affiliate mini sites. Okay, so we'll do like niche mini sites next week, and the week after we're going to do affiliate mini sites and templates with those stuff as well, if you want to take the mini course. Okay, let's see. And Dennis, yeah, there's going to be a recording, man. Yeah. Hugh Hitchcock passed away. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Steve, I didn't know that. I did quite a lot of work with Hugh a few years ago. That's sad. Yeah, Yvette, there's going to be a recording. Definitely going to be a recording. If you get any more questions, guys, put them in now. Okay. But you should now start to get a clear picture of what we're doing here. Okay. That we're able to tap into all kinds of topics really, really quickly. Okay. If I put in here, if I put in here faceless video, for example. And you will find that Feedly offers to find sources for you. I do not use that, or any of the RSS readers. I do not use that, because it will flood your timeline on your feed reader. Find the sources yourself on social media, on YouTube. Then you're getting exactly what you want, not what Feedly thinks that you want. Okay. So this guy, 4 months ago, I made the best faceless YouTube video automation tool. Okay, there's an opportunity for an affiliate marketing campaign. If you're into product creation, we're going to cover that, even if you're not, but you want to later. I'm going to show you how to do it, how to get traffic and stuff from Warrior Plus JVZoo kind of launches. But once you start to build your buyers list, if you're looking for something to promote, probably promoting products that are being launched at the time on JVZoo or Warrior Plus is going to be the hardest way to make money, because there's so many affiliates promoting those product launches. When you see something like this here, where this guy's got a faceless video YouTube automation tool, you might want to click through on that, find out about it, and if it's reasonable price and it's a good product, then if you wanted to go and promote that as an affiliate, you're promoting that without all that other competition that you find on product launches. And whenever I've done that, we call it private promos. Okay, whenever I've done that, we can make a lot more money than what you can promoting product launches. Seriously, a lot more. The contest that we eventually won last week, I made the same amount of money as I would probably make on a private promo, but the private promo would have taken a hell of a lot less work, a lot less effort, and a lot less stress as well, because nobody else is promoting it. And if you've got a good product to promote and you put a reasonably decent bonus with it, and you manage to explain what the product is and how it benefits people, etc., then with the private promotions, you're making more per sale in commissions, because usually they are priced like mid-ticket to high ticket. But it's a lot less emails going out, which means a lot less people unsubscribing, and it's a lot less work, and you've got no competition for that particular product that you're promoting at that time. So building that buyers list is really important, not just for doing what most of the people on Warrior Plus are doing, but that is the churn and burn stuff. Create a product, build a list, email everybody else's product launches in the hope that they're going to email for you the next time, etc. That's how it works. They all promote for each other all the time. And so your inboxes are getting hit all the time. And a lot of the time, the content is what you will find here on Twitter and YouTube, etc. And it's churn and burn. But if you're doing this kind of stuff, this is where you can make the real money, okay? And it's a lot less effort, a lot easier, okay? So that's another system I need to put into the Fightback traffic systems, okay? So a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be showing you is stuff that I do, okay? And some of that stuff might not be stuff that you want to do, okay? Because I create products and I do affiliate marketing. That's what I do. So my traffic source, my main traffic source that I'm interested in is not SEO, but I still keep an eye on SEO because I've been doing it for years. I still create systems for SEO as well. But most of the stuff that I actually do is from building my own audiences. And that is coming from maybe YouTube advertising, where if somebody watches a video, they get added into a remarketing list or retargeting list. On Google, they call it remarketing list. And then I can go and target those people with Google search ads, for example. So I'm building an audience that I'm hopefully going to turn into an email list audience, okay? And if I'm doing promotions, or if I'm doing, product launches on places like Warrior Plus or JBZ at low price, that is designed just to build a buyers list, just to get more people in, okay? That's what it's designed for. But what you will find with me is that I do a lot of this kind of stuff, a lot of the training stuff. This is what I enjoy doing. And often, there's no buy button at the end of whatever I'm talking about, like most of those guys will do. That's the business model for me. Sharing this kind of stuff and trying to get you to a place that you are improving your knowledge, improving your experience, and actually taking action in doing this kind of stuff, that is hopefully going to keep you in my audience for a long time. Okay, that's the way I see it. And that's why I do this kind of stuff. So yeah, there's no buy button at the end of today. And somebody was asking in the WhatsApp group the other day when I was talking about doing mini courses as upsells. There's no upsell on this one. There's no mini course to do for this one. I'm just showing you everything anyway. There's nothing really more I can show you here. It's just a simple system to set up, but it will keep you in touch with everything that's happening. But what we were thinking to do initially was have upsells, maybe, for example, for the mini sites, and the system and how to do it, and the step-by-step. It would come with videos that you could give to your virtual assistant, short videos that you can give to your virtual assistant, and it would come with WordPress templates, and it would come with various bits and pieces of resources that you needed to make it better. What we were thinking to do was to do those mini courses at $89. Then I thought, well, if I don't sell it at that price, if I bring the price right down, then I can also put them into Warrior Plus, because I'm doing the work anyway. So if I'm going to do that, then why not put that into Warrior Plus? And if I put it in Warrior Plus, then I can't be selling it $89, because that's not the price point for that platform for a front end product. So what we're going to do in the end is from next week, I'm going to put an offer. From next Sunday, I'll put an offer. And what we will do is we will do 2 systems per month. Okay, 2 systems per month. and we will charge a monthly fee. Okay, the monthly fee will be $47. Now, there's going to be a free webinar like this. Okay, that's always going to be free, that webinar. I will give you the how to. Okay, I will give you the how to do it. You will see, you will know by the end of the webinar how to do it. But with the upgrade of the mini course, it's going to be step-by-step and resources. So for example, next week, you will know how to build a mini site the way that I'm building them out. Okay, let me just show you one actually while I'm here, so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh. If I go over here. Okay, this is launchjackingaffiliate.com. What am I doing here? I've got exact match domains. Okay, now when I start to show you how to do this next week, I will show you how it's done. But if anybody wants to get access to the mini course, you will get access to the template that we use to build this out. Okay, so this is the content hub in here, and all of that has got links and internal links and all that kind of stuff. It's all covered. Everything sort of best practices is covered here for that. But if I go to the blog, you will see we've got blog posts, etc. as well. And what I've done with this is I've done this with my own content from the videos that I've got on YouTube. A lot of them are just unlisted. And so we have got a lot of blog posts, etc. as well. And that's been done with TubeWizard, all of this stuff. And what we will do then is we will do a monthly subscription, just $47 a month. And that will get you the mini courses for 2 systems every month and the resources. So if you want to get the template to be able to use for this, then you'll be able to do that. And when we do the affiliate mini site, that will come with a different template that is designed for conversion optimization for affiliate marketing. Okay, and a lot of the stuff we're doing in here, we're using just the Content Pilot tools. Okay, and we're using the viral Content Pilot links. You want somebody to go and get something, a resource, you give them a viral Content Pilot link. So they've got a choice to get whatever you're giving them. They've got a choice after the first click. Do I opt in with my Google authorization, or do I click on the back button? Guess what? Most people will carry on. Okay, most people, because they've already taken the first action. Okay, the sort of micro action, because they've done that, they'll just keep following through. It's human nature that most people will do that. And so you can collect your email list, but we've got to understand and know what we do with people once they got onto our email list. So all of this stuff needs to be covered, but we need to cover the basis first. So when we do this one next week, we're going to give that offer of $47 a month, and it will be 2 systems per month then, okay, every 2 weeks. So the first system is going to be the mini sites, for niche kind of mini sites. The next one is going to be for affiliate marketing mini sites. Okay, and what you will see we're doing is we're using a lot of exact match domains. Okay, this is not even indexable right now. I've done the settings here for not indexable until we finish the work that we need to do here. We've still got design work to work on. Stephanie's going to work on some design stuff. But when we go into the structure, we got these content hubs, and I stole the idea from backlinko.com, because Brian Dean does things really, really well. And he's got a structure that works really, really well, that drives a lot of traffic. So if you put a structure like this with an exact match domain and some other things that we are going to do, then it becomes even more powerful. Okay, and it really depends on the topics you choose to do, how competitive they are, whether you're going to get rankings and traffic. Okay, sometimes you won't see rankings and traffic for a few weeks, a few months sometimes. That's okay. When you buy that domain, you're buying it for at least a year. If you get the work done and you can do one of these per week, then you're going to get some that really take off. Just a lot of averages that you'll get some that really, really take off. And this is all easy to do. All of this content was done with TubeWizard. Okay, all of it from my own videos on my own YouTube channel. What I haven't done yet is taken the TubeWizard content and changed that content into sort of SEO copywriting, where it's written like it sounds is coming from somebody conversationally. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. That's going to lose some SEO value according to everything you've been taught about SEO, about your keywords and your tags and all that kind of stuff. And I don't care, because we've got our optimization already built in. We got our optimization with the structure. We got our optimization with stuff that we're going to do to get backlinks and drive traffic. Okay. And we got our optimization done with things like exact match domains. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that, and just a couple off the top of my head. Okay. And there's another resources I was sharing here. Let's just go and have a look. Okay. Every week I'll put in here for some handy tools. Okay. Or whenever we're doing, I'll put in some handy tools that I find, and I'm finding these on places like YouTube and Twitter. And if you've got keywords everywhere, you've probably already seen this. And this is really good, SEO checker, where it can tell you what you need to do to improve the search engine optimization for your websites. Okay, so just add that, and it will give you, once you run it with any domain, it will tell you what you need to fix. Okay, it will tell you how to improve it, and it's free. Okay, absolutely free. So it's a handy tool. It qualifies for being shared. Let's see. Amy, if I wanted to use this for a new pre-launch of a networking product, how would you apply this? Okay, what kind of networking product? Is it like there's Alps stuff where it's like an MLM kind of structure? Okay, we'll come back to that when you're able to answer it. Okay. Am I incorporating niche blast into this? No, I'm deliberately doing this with the content pilots. I want to prove a point that you don't need expensive tools. Niche blast is a great tool, fantastic tool. But for most people, they can't afford the $1,600 it costs for the lifetime option. Okay, and some people even stretch into the monthly cost is a little bit too high. So I want to prove a point that we don't need expensive tools to do this stuff. Okay, those $17 content pilots you can do. That's exactly how I built the content on that site I just shared with you there. It's not the best content right now, but I've got the content on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use AI to write in my own sort of copywriting style by putting a sample of my copywriting style into a Claude AI project. Okay. And then I can use that to take the content that's there now and then put it into that style. So it's going to be more conversational. We will lose some SEO value when we do that, but we've got more engaging content. So what you see here and what you will see this time next week is two different things, completely different things. Okay. But I'm not using Niche Blaster for this. Okay. Tony, how long will it last? I've identified right now about 14 different systems, but you know that can stretch to double that easily. So I think we're going to be over a year with this stuff if we're doing twice a month. The good thing is my assistant's getting better, and she's starting to understand a lot more. And I've got Stephanie kind of full time with me, working with me full time, so she's a big help as well, especially with design stuff and stuff like that. So we can knock this stuff out a lot easier than what I could previously, just even a year ago. And that's part of the reason that I think that we can pull it off with once every 2 weeks. In fact, I was going to do one a week if I was going to do the mini courses. But what I will probably do is I liked the Chris Munch workshop idea, where we could have, a Monday and Tuesday workshop and a Wednesday Q&A kind of thing. That would work for me, because some of those sessions don't even need to be long, but it ensures that we turn up, get the content out, be able to answer questions, have everything prepared, and you've got the replays as well if you can't make it. So that's what I was thinking to do, and that's why I thought I could do it every week. But if I'm going to be thinking about the costs that I need to charge in order for me to take that same content later and put it onto Warrior Plus at a Warrior Plus kind of price so that I can expand my email list, then I can only do it 2 times a month. Okay, so otherwise I'm going to be charging like $97 a month for 4 sessions or 4 systems. Okay, if I'm doing just 2 systems, then I can bring it down to 47. That makes it more affordable for a lot more people. And then I can still put it into Warrior Plus at $27 or something. And that way I can still do what I want to do, build a list and share some great information. Okay. Okay. I answered that question, Tony. 47 a month, about, this is going to go for a year at least. Yeah, Roland, I did share some stuff in the WhatsApp group. When we put the offer together next week, yeah, when we do the Minisite training next week, then there will be an offer at the end of that, and there will be a page that lists everything there, so you will see what's coming up. Roland's Reddit, yeah. I don't really know what to say about Reddit, to be honest. It's been hit and miss whenever we've tried it. The best I've ever got from Reddit, this is a true story, was when we first built the keyword intent keyword research tool. If you're looking for a keyword research tool, guys, a free one, go to keywordintent.io. Okay. When we first built this, we used Reddit just for what I call traffic links, because you get a lot of traffic in Reddit. And so we were kind of doing backlinking within there, but it wasn't backlinking. It was more like commenting and putting a link in there for keyword intent. Okay. And this little keyword tool, it was driving huge amounts of traffic from very, very little SEO. I think I calculated actually money I spent on Fiverr.com to do some SEO stuff. It was only about 80 something dollars. Okay, we were doing what I call traffic links, and that was the Reddit posts or Reddit commenting. And we were doing some other stuff, commenting from relevant blogs and websites. Can't remember what else we did. I've got a video on exactly what we did with that. It was about $80 spent. This was getting like 200,000 visits a month, unique visits a month, from very little money spent. Yeah. And the thing is, it's an exact match domain. Keyword intent's got a lot of search volume, people searching for it, the amount of traffic we were getting. But then we started to see we're getting a lot of return traffic as well. So I stuck to SEO. I didn't need to do the SEO anymore. But if you're looking for a free keyword tool, guys, you can come in here and use this, keywordintent.io. I'll stick it on the doc for you. And you can use it as many times as you want as well, which is pretty cool. And I use this a lot. It's good for giving you keywords that are not just based on the actual words within the keyword that you search for. So for example, if I go and search for SEO tools, it will throw up things like SEMrush and Ubersuggest and all that kind of stuff. But some keyword tools, when you type that in, it's going to give you all different variations of the keyword SEO tools, like plurals and singulars and all that kind of stuff. You get a lot of keyword tools like that. But what's different about the keyword intent is that it's using the Google Ads API. Okay, it's using Google Ads API. So we're getting the keywords that people are using with the advertising, and it just makes it more interesting for the kind of results that we get back. Okay, Amy, so go back to your network. If it's an MLM kind of network, one of the systems we got coming up is going to be doing bulk local pages. Okay, bulk local pages, websites, very, very targeted bulk local landing pages, and they're going to be geographically targeted. So if you're doing stuff like DesAlps, which is kind of MLM thing, then what are the keywords that people are searching for, are likely to be searching for? Say, for example, Houston, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, because I can say that easier. So Dallas, Texas, money making, opportunities. Okay, how to make money in Dallas, Texas, things like that. That's what you want to do, but you want to go local and you want to go hyper local as well. That's one of the systems we've got coming up. And if you're doing the bulk local landing pages, that to me is the best way to do that. And by far, I know that some people will say, well, do Google News sites on Google sites, etc. That can work as well. But if you go hyper local and people are searching for, how to make money online, then you can even optimize for the near me searches very, very quickly and very, very easily. I'll show you how to do that as well when we come to it. And if you're doing that with bulk local landing page kind of websites, you're going to get traffic because you're going to get rankings. You can't stop the rankings on those kinds of sites because you go so hyper local with the geographic locations. Okay, that's how I would do that. I was actually going to do a done for you service for that, for the Des Alps people, but I just haven't had time to do it yet. But that's what I would do. Keyword intent, well, you can use the free version, Amy. You can use the free version. Okay, and you can see I'm not logged in here, but if you put in a keyword, so I'll put in make money Dallas TX. Okay, do the search. It'll give you up to 250 keywords back. Okay, and if you don't get a lot of results from this, what I do is I take the same keyword, copy it, just go into Google search. And if you've got the Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension, which also they've got a free version, if you upgrade to their premium, you can pay like not a lot of money and you got a lot of credits. It will give you a bunch of keywords as well. Okay, and you can get the volumes and stuff like that. Also with the Keywords Everywhere, here's a quick tip. Make extra money jobs in Dallas, Texas. Now, with the Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension, you can see here, it's got how much traffic it gets per month. 1.72 million traffic per month. Okay. And when you click here, if you come down to the total keywords, that's the traffic for that particular page. And if you click on that, it's going to give you the keywords that page is ranking for. Okay, I need to put my API key. I haven't got API key on with this one, but it will open up and give you the keywords. It's pretty cool. It's very good tool, Keywords Everywhere. Okay, you find a whole bunch of this kind of stuff, and you'll be able to pick up the keywords. They've got a whole bunch of keywords that you can just copy, put it into notepad file or something, TXT file, and use it. And if you've got other tools where you can find expired domains and stuff like we got with the Tube Traffic Miner, put those keywords in there, you will find some expired domains that you can simply buy and redirect to your mini sites or stuff like that. Okay. No problem. Laura and Roland both commenting on the pricing. Thing is, if we keep the price low, as more people can get to Learn, and plus we can put it into Warrior Plus and get more people in and get more people into the WhatsApp group as well. Would domains cost a fortune for hyper local niche sites? No. Okay, let's go to namecheap.com. I use Namecheap. I don't use GoDaddy because they've got too many upsells just popping up all over the place and getting in the way. So if I wanted to do something like make money online, in fact, let's take away Dallas and we'll put near you and not near me. Okay, near you. More chance it's going to be available. No, $8.48. Okay, $8.48. Then you could create one big site. with local landing pages. You can do one for Texas and one for New York and one for California, etc., etc. And then all the big cities within it, you can make a massive site for all of it if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to get really narrow, hyper local, for the way I would do it would be make money online. Let's see. Dallas TX. So we got .money for $8.48, but next year it's going to cost $34. See if we got a .com. We don't even need the .com with the exact match domains as well. It's a cool thing about that. .com is available. Okay, we got an exact match domain with .com available. Do the 301 redirects from expired domains, and you're adding some link. Just when you buy a domain that has got some backlinks, then when you do the redirect from that domain, most of that backlink just will pass on to whatever you're doing the 301 redirect. And it's very easy to do in Namecheap. You're just forwarding it to the website you want it to go to. Okay. That's very quick, easy kind of SEO win. Let's see if we've got more questions. Is .com better than .money? I think for the trust factor, yeah. If you think about it from not just the SEO sort of point of view, I think for the trust factor, then yeah, for sure. But there's different ways to use those different TLDs like .money and .infos and stuff like that. I bought a domain the other day about thumbnail makers, and so if I can't remember the exact URL, but it was something like best AI thumbnail maker. Was it .info? Can't remember. Sometimes you can use the TLD to finish the sentence or to finish the keyword phrase. That's the point I'm trying to make. And that kind of makes sense for the SEO point of view. But for the trust factor, .com. Okay, if you can get the .com, I would always go for the .com if I can get it. Even if I make the URL, the domain name a little bit longer, I will do it if I can get the .com. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the social listening system? Do you understand what we've got here and why we're using it and what we can do with it? Yeah, I share a lot of stuff with this stuff that kind of go outside the actual topic of what the webinar is supposed to be, but it's okay. If you pick up little bits and pieces and you hear them repeated again and again, and it kind of embeds into your knowledge. But the best way to learn anything is to take action, okay? The biggest mistake and the biggest reason for people failing with internet marketing stuff is they're soaking up the information, but they're actually not taking action. Some people say it's because it's overwhelm. It's not overwhelm. It's just lack of action. If I show you how to do something simple as this, start doing it. Even if it's only 10 minutes a day. Go to the what's it called? Feeder. It's called feeder.co. Okay, feeder.co. You can put up to 200 RSS feeds in there. Go and get some YouTube channels, okay, and start putting them in there. Do 5 or 10 a day. Just take action. When you start to take action, you start to see the results of that action. And when you start to see the results of that action, then you start to see and to create your own ideas. You'll find stuff that works and stuff that might not work as well. Some stuff that you might try doesn't come off at all. That's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Happens to all of us, and it still happens. The thing is, you're taking action. You're learning stuff, and you only really learn anything by taking action. And there's too many people absorbing and not taking action. And if you do, then you learn stuff and you get better at it. Okay, you pick up stuff, you notice stuff for yourself, you'll stumble upon things, and you just keep improving your knowledge, and your actions get better and better as well, and you will get some success. But it's important to start with the goal. You've got to start with the goal. What is your main goal? I would say for anybody coming into internet marketing who's quite new, is to build your own audience. So that means building an email list. You will hear it being said a lot of times, the money is in the list, because it's true. It's very, very true. I took Stephanie from last year. She did her first product last year on my birthday, 19th December. That would have been 2023. And so by the time it came to 19th December 24, she had released 2 or 3 products. I can't remember exactly how many, but she had built a buyer's list, and she had won about 10, I'm not joking, about 10 Warrior Plus competitions, affiliate contests. Okay. Why? Because she's got really good open rates, because she puts the work in, she does the action. Okay. It's not just, oh yeah, you should do this and you should that. She goes and actually does it. She takes the steps and does the things. And that can be annoying for me sometimes, because sometimes I just want to relax, and she's putting a email swipe in my face and saying, can you check this, and give me a headline, give me a sub headline, and stuff like that. But she's taking action, so I'm always going to do it. And because of that, she's got into a full-time income just by taking action. I can give you all the knowledge that I've got, but unless you're taking action, it's not going to do you any good. But she's a perfect example of what can be done, not just because she's my daughter, but because she's taking action. Okay, that's the difference. I could have told her this stuff for years and years and years. It wouldn't make a difference unless she's actually doing something with that knowledge that I'm giving her. Yeah, we all done it, Roland, all of us. We've all been there at some point. Yeah, social listening, it just is what it sounds like. But it's giving you everything that you've kind of, not everything, but it's giving you a good overview of what's going on in different subtopics of internet marketing, if you do it like this. But it doesn't have to be just for internet marketing. You can do this in any sort of niche where there's an audience on Twitter and YouTube for it, and creators. Yeah, Amy, you got to just try stuff and make stuff work. Try and make it work. There's some stuff that we might offer a done for you service. I need to take an extra 1 or 2 assistants to be able to do that. But that option will probably be there at some point, and we might backtrack in some of the earlier training to do or to offer done for you services. It really depends on how much time we've got to train new people. So even if you don't want to do the work yourself, which is perfectly understandable, then you can get it done for you. But get a reasonably decent assistant. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, and it doesn't have to be 40 hours a week. You can get 10 hours a week or 20 hours a week and just get stuff done. If you wanted somebody to set up your social listening system for you, you've got to identify the content creators that you want to follow. But after that, to do all the other stuff, that's the part that I give to my assistant. I just save them in a playlist. I would never let anybody else choose the creators I want to put in there, because I need to understand only I can understand what I'm interested in. She could never do that. She can never understand that, but she can put it into feeder and FeedSpot. In fact, we did the feeder one just yesterday. Okay, we did this just yesterday. So she's actually set the same the same people on 3 different feed readers. We got on Feedly, we got FeedSpot, and we got this new one as well. Yeah, I taught her rolling, but she did work. That's the thing. She did the work. I can remember a conversation before she did her first course, and it wasn't she was trying to get out of it, but she wanted to do something else for, or she was having some doubts or something like that. And I said to her, look, I think it was a Friday. I said to her, look, if you go and record those 6 videos, then you will have money coming in on Monday. Okay. And I think that was the point that I noticed anyway, that it kind of something just twigged, and she went and she made her 6 videos, and by Monday she was making money. Yeah. And so just taking the steps and getting stuff done. I don't recommend everybody go and create products because it's not suitable for everybody, but it's not hard to do as well. It's one of the easiest ways in the world to make money, especially if you can find the affiliate support to be able to drive sales. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's all we have got time for right now. If there's any final questions, you can ask. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. We're going to do one on Thursday, but I've still got one for the people who bought the virtual commissions. I've still got an extra session that I promised you for the email marketing, for the email sequences, how we can use email sequences with Kieran for the purpose of getting an advantage for the services and stuff, so that you can follow up with people. So I need to fit that in. That could be on a Tuesday, could be on Wednesday. It will definitely be in the next week and before the weekend. So I'll post into the WhatsApp group when that's going to be, and I will send an email to all the people that have purchased the virtual commissions from our link. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Cheers.